Hey guys, welcome back for another weekly video. Yeah, not too much has happened in the fish room this week, so I'm just going to do a fish room feeding. I feed prawns, frozen prawns, once a week, so today it's going to be Friday. It's the community tank. There's going to be some big changes here shortly. I'm going to change a few fish around. This is one of the tanks that's going to get a change. Hannibal, he'd be staying in this tank. Still got some fry in there. The other day I was just sat here and I actually caught him catching fry and eating them. But he was doing it, she was over one end and over at the pots, and he was over here, and he was following one around, and then he'd just suck it in his mouth and eat it. And then he'd single another one out and he'd do the same. He'd just follow it and just suck it in. So he was doing a bit of a sneaky. Well, she wasn't watching. Yeah, okay, let's go back to the feeding. Yeah, we'll start with the red devil. He just gets pellets. I don't give him prawns. Just pellets. Hikari Cichlid Gold. Don't know if you can see the little guppies there, they're all going for it. I don't put any food in for the guppies. I normally give him a little bit too much, and he just munches it up through his gills, and the guppies pick off all the little bits. Okay, next tank. The small Doveye pair. I actually fed these this morning, which I probably shouldn't have. I wasn't going to do a video till tomorrow. We'll see if they want anything. Yeah, lots of fry in this tank. This is the second batch of fry. Yeah, the first lot just disappeared. She laid eggs and started picking off all the old fry, so she didn't want them eating her eggs. Doesn't look like they're interested. Oh, maybe. Here we go. They've been lip locking again. His lips are all scratched up. And she's got a few scratches on her tail as well, so all the fry are nibbling at the little bits of skin that are hanging off. Alright, next tank, the top tank. I love this Oscar, I reckon he's awesome. The colours in him, those red colours, when he opens his mouth, he's exactly the same inside his mouth. He's got a red blotched tongue, and the top of his mouth is all blotched. Freddy. She seems to be getting along okay in this tank. If you remember, she was moved here because she was picking fire, or her and the female umbi were picking fights with each other. So, yeah, there's a few small red devils in here, but they don't seem to bother as well. Okay, I've got a nice big piece here for the... Oof. Still a little bit frozen, that too. And I'll put a smaller piece in for the Freddy. That's good. Yeah, the red devils are picking off all the little bits of food. It's strange, isn't it? You know, the fish, they don't really prefer to eat other fish. If you keep your fish well fed and don't feed them feeders, well, they just don't bother small fish. I mean, these red devils they're not hiding, they're not quick enough to escape. I mean, if a female Freddy wanted to catch a small red devil, I'm sure she could. Same with the Oscar. Yeah, that'll do. I don't like feeding too much, especially the big chunks of meat. If I feed too much meat to the Oscar, he has trouble passing it, and for a whole week he'll be sort of bunged up. A lot of the times, the next time I feed these fish, I'll just give them veggie wafers, just to give them a flush out. And it's good to keep your fish on veggie wafers. Just a bit of variety as well. It doesn't look like she's going to come over for a bit of food, so I'm not going to bother. Okay, next tank we got sorry, we got the 3 small Oscars and Flappy, the red devil with no tail. I think this is going to be hard to give everybody one piece here, I think. Right, that was the red. The small tiger Oscar. Now I'm going to try and feed the albino red. I don't know who got that. I think that was the red Oscar. Let's try another piece. Yeah, she got it that time. Or he. Yeah, I'm not going to bother giving the red devil any prawn. They don't need it. Yeah, they're doing quite well in this tank. Plants are doing well. I don't use the lights unless I'm feeding or I'm here watching them. It's just natural light. That plant seems to be doing pretty well. Alright, we'll go off to Hannibal and see if he wants any. Well, I might see if I can hold the phone and video at the same time. Hold the phone and feed at the same time. prawn number one. Yeah, he wants that. Oh, I think I missed it. He got it anyway. And she wants a bit as well, so... That's quite a big prawn for a fish her size. Well, she's probably a foot. She'd be 12 inches at least. Maybe a bit more, I'd say, because he's 20 inches. Oh, let's see if he wants another one. Yeah. He'll probably only eat these once a week. If I tried this every week, he wouldn't eat them. For a big fish, he's not that big a eater. Come on, do you want this? Yeah, see? Most of the time he eats at least 2, maybe 3. He'll come back for that though. 2's usually the minimum. I normally sit back and feed them. Right, what have we got here? We've got the community tank. Just turn that other light off. I'm going to put a few Hikari pellets in, and then I'll put a bunch of algae wafers. Another handful. Very rarely do I see that jaguar eat. I don't know what it survives on, but it doesn't eat much. Alright, now the veggie wafers. Now I'll put a heap in here. I normally keep feeding veggie wafers till I see silver dollars have all got one each. Another one. Yeah, I think that's about it. Yeah, I love the silver dollars. I'd say they're one of my favourites. I've tried so many times to try and separate them and breed them. No luck. When they're in a community tank like this, they'll breed and drop eggs, but they'll eat the eggs. They'll all just spin around and eat their own eggs. Oh, that's 15 minutes, so I think I've bored you for long enough. And I'll see you again next week. Thanks for watching, and see ya.